Hello guys and welcome back to Steve Vapes. Today we're taking a look at ijoy's Solo Mini. Let's get into this one. So it's a hardware review today guys. This product has been sent out for review from Echo Vapor and it is the ijoy Solo Mini. So let's dive up close, do the unboxing, we'll come back up, have a vape and I'll give you my final thoughts on this product. Let's go. Okay, so here we are up close and personal with the iSolo Mini from ijoy. Now there are the colours that are available in the range. I would have liked to have seen a bit of a product description on the back. It's not a killer, do you know what I mean? But it would have been nice to have a bit of information about the device on there. Let's pop her open. Again, no information on the back really. Your little scratch and sniff to see if you've got the authentic devices there. Pull her open. Obviously this one's in red. Put the device to one side for a moment. See what else we get in. Okay, so this will be a user manual from ijoy. Now there's the size breakdown for the device, if you want to have a nosy at that. Your specifications, 5 to 80 watts, your output and your ratings. Obviously titanium, nickel, stainless steel are accepted for temperature control, and it also has its little taste control feature, which is a nice little thing. We'll get into that in a moment. There's your warranty card. Now with all of these you do get a black silicone case. Let's crack this open so we can have a nosy. I don't find myself using these, but just to protect the paintwork on the device, you get the little silicone sleeve to keep it nice and intact. One thing I have noticed with this though, battery venting is the actual logo, it's not on the base. So if you're using the case, you're actually covering the vent holes there. A little bit of a design flaw. Maybe we should have had a cutout on that side as well. And a little USB lead. This is actually quite a long lead compared to some of the ones you get with the actual mods themselves. Quite handy. Whee, earthquake. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's move on to the device itself. As you saw by its actual size breakdown, it is a really small mod. So, fire button. Up and down. Now they are reversed. I would normally expect the up to be the right hand key, but it's not. It's the other way around. And this is your taste control and temperature control button down at the bottom. USB charge. On the base you just got your battery information and this whatnot. Don't throw it in a bin. Up on top you've got a spring loaded 510. It is nice and springy, that one actually. As you can see the marks from the tanks, this has been used quite rigorously because I wanted to give it a good test before I reviewed the product. It's quite a jazzy little device and you can see the shape of it there. It's cut off on one side. Makes it nice and easy to hold and fire. I found it quite nice. So let's give you a little size comparison. That's a drip box. Yeah, it dwarfs the thing, doesn't it? Absolutely dwarfs it. I'm quite impressed by its reliability on this device. And it's in such a small package as well. Battery compartment is on the side. You just pop her out there. Magnet on the top, magnet on the bottom. Same again on the interior. Nice little springy negative connector there. So let's put a battery in and power her up. Okay, no atomizer. So let's put on ijoy's little Reaper Plus tank. If it wants to play. Trying to do these through a viewfinder is so fiddly, it's quite funny. Okie dokie. Now, standard, once you power up this device, it does go to 15 watts. Straight on there. Say your scroll speed is quite fast. If you're a funny bugger like me though, and you want to have a specific temperature, if you've got that OCD that says I want it dead on 60, the scroll speed, and then it adjusts in 0.1 increments, it's a bit fiddly. But that's just me. Anyone else that does vape it, I don't know, like that, and not bother, but I have to have it exactly. Just me. Personal preference, personal preference. So, okay. There's not much to the actual board in here that's going to give you menu options. So, you'd go 1, 2, 3, and then it gives you your choice of nickel, titanium, stainless steel. Fire button to do it. And then you'd press and hold to go back to wattage. So, now this is the taste feature. Taste control they call it. What you have to do, you have to have a couple of vapes to be able to activate this, and it's kind of like temperature control for camphor. Now, I've used this with a dripper when I'm out and about. I'm not going to go into details. That'll be later on in the review. But basically, I'll show you what it does. I'll have a couple of vapes just to get it ready. So, once you've found your desired wattage, and the device will remember its output and all the information that comes back in, it remembers how the coil responded to the wattage going out. So you press and hold the T button again, and it takes you over to taste control mode. Now basically what this will do, let's see if this will focus. Now that coil in there with the tank on its side, the juice has gone a bit funked, but it monitors your vape. And as soon as that coil goes dry, you see your little juice bar flashes, and it cuts off your vape. Stop you getting a dry hit. Now it works not so well with tanks, because obviously the tank is designed to keep the juice flowing and wicking nicely to the coil. With a dripper, it's interesting, and it's a nice idea. As I say, we'll get more into it in detail. To swap back out, press and hold your button at the bottom there, takes you back to wattage mode, and you can adjust it again. And that's it. There's no hidden menus, nothing fancy. You can't flip around the screen. It comes as it is. There you go. So that's the ijoy Mini. Well, the Mini Solo, I should say. Sounds like something off Star Wars, that, doesn't it? Mini Solo. So let's go back up, have a vape, and a chat about ijoy's little mini device. So that was the unboxing and a little bit of information about the ijoy Solo Mini. Now, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of my experiences with use on the device. It is a tiny little mod, and being in your pocket, you can forget it's there. With the battery inside, it weighs just less than 150 grams. It's nothing really when you compare it to some of the bigger devices like your RX and whatnot. It's tiny. The wattage behind it is adequate to run virtually any tank. Once you get into the silly coils like smocks, where you need 200 watts to run them now, no. But to run a standard tank and a little dripper, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. More than enough force in there to fire any coil. The handy little feature, the taste control. Now, at first, I didn't rate it, but I was out for a pint with the lads the other night, and I stuck the taste control on, just as a little test, because sometimes I do forget to drip, and I end up getting dry hits. Everyone does it, and it worked quite well actually. when that coil was getting dry, the little vape fairy hidden away inside there was like, you might want to put some juice on that, mate. Can't complain. It's a nice feature. It is. Don't get me wrong, it's not 100% accurate. You know, I'm not going to be raving about it, but it's a nice feature to have. Great ideas. The temperature control, I only used it with stainless steel because that's the only wire I had to test it out. I did dry fire it on the cotton and I got a slight singe, but it almost works. It doesn't definitely not work. It almost works. So I'm not going to spray it. I mean, I'm not a high-tech reviewer. I try and keep things basic. And to be fair, I haven't got the equipment to plug it into my computer to monitor if it pops out exactly the Fahrenheit that it says it does. This is just basically a usage review. Battery life, not the greatest, being a single 18650. But it's adequate for what you need. It got me through the day. No problems at all. And it, to be fair, being such a little mod, I have been reaching for it quite a lot. It's been in my daily rotation and I have been reaching for it quite a lot just because of its size. You can throw it in your pocket, run down to the shops, don't notice it's even in your pocket. You're carrying around an RX with the TFV4 on top or the TFV8 or, you know, or the Griffin, the sheer size of the mod. It's not user friendly in a way. I love the setup. It's one of my everyday vapes, but to carry it out and about, if you just run into the shops, it's not feasible to carry that thing. This, on the other hand, very nice. And it's quite aesthetically pleasing to look at as well. People aren't looking at you thinking, what the friggin' hell's that? It looks like you've got Terminator's cock in your hand. It's nice. It is a nice mod. But brings me to another point there. It's a nice mod if you're right-handed. Fire button, dead easy. Other way around with your thumb, dead easy. With your left-handed, you're firing just below your knuckle. It feels alien to hold it in your left hand. To fire with your thumb, you get away with it. But it doesn't feel natural. Right-handed, bang on though. Bang on, can't complain. Charging. You can charge through the device. It charges at 0.1 amps, which is a nice slow charge speed. It is going to look after your batteries a little bit better. But I do recommend using an external charger. While it's on charge, you cannot vape. There's no pass-through on this one. Some people will see that as a bit of a con, but to be fair, having something plugged into the mains and then shoving it in your mouth, I wouldn't do that anyway. I just wouldn't. It doesn't make sense to me. Safety is what I like, and taking a battery out, whacking it in a charger, takes 2 seconds, no big deal. So, overall, thumbs up or thumbs down for the ijoy Mini Solo? I'm going to give it a thumbs up. The power behind it is adequate, but the usability and having that taste control feature in there, not 100% accurate. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's a nice feature, and it does work, which I was surprised about. I was expecting this to be a slam review, to be fair, but this little box mod definitely impressed me. Definitely impressed me. So I guess that's it for Steve Vapes today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.